Okay, so it's a little bit different on this episode 14. I'm wondering if maybe we jinxed ourselves a little bit on episode 13. This is our
Lynda Steele.
It's not Lynda Steele. This is Handsome Brad, aka our executive producer of the Still and Vance show.
Thank you for having me.
And you are here because
Lynda's at home. We miss you, Lynda.
here she is.
She does have wine.
I'm not feeling well, and the medical experts say if you're not feeling well, you stay home. So I'm staying home, but that does not mean I'm not drinking wine.
It's my
and
girl.
in fact, Jody,
Yes.
on Friday, I went out to the Surrey Police Services Executive Leadership Christmas party, and so many people came up and talked to me and said they watched Steele and Vance, and a couple of them said, we think the wine is a prop. We're watching, you don't actually drink. So.
And what Brad's drinking
Cheers
right
to
here.
you.
Cheers.
Tastes real to me. Yeah.
Does it? Very real. Mine's a nude. Lynda, you got some wine? Do we have a brand on your wine today, or?
We are drinking a little Tin Horn Creek from BC.
There you go. Feel free to sponsor us, Tin Horn Creek.
Yeah.
Steele at checkmedia.ca.
Tin Horn.
Before we get into today's extremely busy show, one of the things we want to reference is the beautiful flowers. We'll be talking about Fleur de Ville Noel coming up.
So pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah, very nice.
They also sent, what's this one?
Yeah, the delivery gal brought also Birch Block Vineyards, a local kind of sparkly wine here, Summerland. So we said, yep, it's nice.
He's our taste tester. I mean, we're breaking him in.
It's perfect.
I feel so lonely here, but that's beautiful.
Well,
It was very nice of them.
I would like to say thank you for your erring on the side of caution and staying home, because we all want to be able to continue to move through this holiday season as we do. And like you said, all the medical experts are saying, please do this. Stay home if you feel at all unwell, and that's what you're doing. Oh, and by the way, Dr. Bonnie Henry is joining us in studio next week here on Steele and Vance. So mark that in your calendar, right? Let's also get to the one email that you got from a viewer of ours who wants us to do a little reminder shout out here.
Yeah, so speaking about first responders, this is a firefighter who works on the Sea to Sky Highway, and he said, please, I am going to bring you and Jody a bottle of wine if you just put out this message to your viewers this Christmas. He says, if a first responder or anyone's on the highway trying to control the traffic, do what they ask. If the sign says stop, it means stop. If it says slow and they're directing you, it means slow. 60 kilometers an hour is not slow. It's not even close to slow. I get it. You don't want to be stuck in traffic, but everyone on that road involved in the incident has a family they would like to get home to. So yeah, do what they ask. This from a firefighter on the Sea to Sky corridor.
Anywhere you are traveling this holiday season, if you see first responders anywhere, slow down. Now, I want to bring up something because, Brad, I don't even know if you're aware of this, but before you came on board to guide the ship that is Steele and Vance, Lynda, do you remember? Of course you remember. When we first started this, it was last January that we started. I know. Right? So let's put up some photos, some flashbacks, Steele and Vance.
I wasn't even part of the picture at this point. This was early.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason we're showing you this is because this whole sort of virtual, Jody's somewhere, I'm somewhere else, we've been rehearsing this for a year now.
Yeah. We did January to September every week on time, to schedule, with a rundown, with a plan, as the show that you guys see each Thursday night at 8 o'clock or Sundays at 4 on Check. We have been doing like that. And you may have noticed, Derek, would you mind putting those pictures up one more time? Because you might notice in that one shot, Lynda, that you've got Scout on your lap and we've got chips on the table and that bottle of giggle juice. We literally
Prosecco.
we should have chips and wine on the set. And Lynda's like, can we really do that? Yes, we can. But this week also, Lynda, because of Fleur de Ville, we have Lee's Donuts. Okay.
Smell-o-vision, anyone? No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, look at that.
Brad's
They're
got
very nice of them. Now, before I just take this off the
You're gonna
stage
eat those, aren't you?
pleasantly as a favor, you've had a lot of response from a segment that you did last week. I've even seen the emails and the posts online. It was for MAID, Medical Assistance in Dying.
Yeah.
We just thought, we've got to do more, because there's been heartfelt stories, like people pouring their heart out.
You're right back to executive producing. Go eat your donuts as we'll dive into this show. He's like, okay, girls, move it along.
Yeah.
So Lynda, let's get to this, because the reacts that we have received from our medical assistants in dying segment of last week, we're going to expand it today. We're going to get into it more in the show, but let's talk through some of the responses that we received. Certainly these from Twitter. We've got some later in the show that were emailed to us, but Lynda said, I had the opportunity recently to talk to someone whose husband used MAID, very enlightening, and she clarified over and over that it was not an easy process to facilitate. I only bring that point up for people who believe it's a quick option to get people out of the system. And then Lynda got into a conversation with another Twitter follower of ours, Mac, who said MAID is fine, especially in cases of painful terminal disease, Alzheimer's, etc., but runs into issues where people who could otherwise be helped are pushed towards it. And then Lynda says, it's not an easy process. I mean, having this conversation is so important.
Yeah, and we're going to have more, because we have another listener and viewer to this show who reached out to us and said he's considering MAID because he can't afford to pay for his medical treatment with his disability, which is shocking and scary. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. But one of the things we're going to be talking about is, as I'm sick, sorry for the scratchy, nasally voice, but finally the medication has arrived. We had such a massive shortage of pediatric children's medication like Tylenol and Advil and what have you. Well, apparently the shelves are full at Costco, thank the Lord, because Jody, let me just show another picture of the kids who are sick with the flu.
Yeah.
We just found out that in BC, 6 children have died from the flu already.
Yeah, and I've had people who were following us along on Twitter, following us and emailing us at steele@checkmedia.ca or vance@checkmedia.ca and saying, I just haven't accessed the flu shot and my kid's only 4, so can't get it. Flu shots are safe and effective for children over the age of 6 months, 6 months and up. Go get it done. It takes 2 weeks to get it working in your system, and it's very, very, very helpful in this flu season. So we have to get to that. Lots of other big stories to get to today on the program, including the gun control conversation, Lynda.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not a fan of guns, but I did go out and learn a little bit about them on a gun range in Abbotsford several years ago. I shot some semi-automatic rifles like this, some handguns and what have you. The guy who's with me, guiding me, is Daniel Fritter, who's the publisher of Caliber magazine. Yeah. He's going to join us to talk about some controversial last-minute amendments to Bill C-21, which is the gun control legislation. It doesn't make sense.
A lot of people in this province are also talking about Stanley Park, our crown jewel of a park. The bike lane will be removed in Stanley Park by Christmas, says the ABC-led new Vancouver Park Board. Delivering on a promise is the Ken Sim ABC party at the park board, and we did a Twitter poll about this, as we like to do on our program each week. The Twitter poll question asked, how does this make you feel? The vote to remove the Stanley Park bike lane on Park Drive by Christmas makes me feel. Here are your options. It's about damn time, says 69% of our Twitter followers and social media followers. Sad my track is going, 13%, and indifferent, 18%, so not an insignificant number of people as well. And Lynda, another topic today.
We should also, mention the fact that Celine Dion, the icon in Canada, has come out today on Instagram and said she's suffering from a very serious medical condition.
I've been dealing with problems with my health for a long time.
Oh, this is so sad. Stiff person's disease. We were all Googling that madly today. It's an autoimmune neurological disease. It's just incredibly sad, that video. Very moving. Our heart goes out to Celine and her family. Very difficult.
Let's talk about something uplifting. I tweeted
Okay.
today about, do you remember back in the day when you were a kid and you used to get mandarin oranges that were wrapped in green tissue paper? It was so exciting
Yes.
because it meant Christmas was here. And
Yes.
5,000 people responded like, yes, I love that. And I looked it up and check out this picture. So apparently back in like the 40s, that's a picture when the mandarin Chinese or whatever they were, these oranges arrived, the Christmas oranges, it made front page news. It was a big deal. And
It was a
Jody, I
big
don't think
deal.
they taste that good anymore.
I don't think they taste the way they used to, and they show up much earlier and stay around much later. We're not really the same animal, I don't believe. You know what? Keeping to the uplifting point and feeling the vibes of Christmas, as we pointed out, our chip bowl has been zhuzhed up by the people at Fleur de Ville Noel. Tina Barkley is one of the co-founders of Fleur de Ville, and she sent in this hint of what's starting tomorrow.
Hi ladies! I'm so excited to tell you about the 4th annual Fleur de Ville Noel show, which starts tomorrow. It's on for 10 days until December 18th, and we have 50 beautiful holiday-inspired floral installations for you to take in. They're speckled all over the downtown core. We're even doing floral cocktails. I know you guys are loving this. Floral cocktails over at Nightingale Restaurant or at Showcase Restaurant in the Marriott Pinnacle Hotel. Best of all, it's completely free. Fleur de Ville, Noel, bringing flowers to the people like we love to do. A great way to kick off the holiday season. I hope we see you down there.
Absolutely free. These are those big,
Love
beautiful
it.
mannequins covered in floral gowns, installations that'll make you feel
So pretty.
incredibly festive. So that's really cool. That's what our zhuzhed up bowl is. All right, you ready to get into this show,
Love it.
Lynda?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it because we're diving straight into a controversial subject as we do on Steele and Vance. C21 has a lot of responsible gun owners very upset. Lynda Steele was, as she said, at a gun range not that long ago and has a story to share along with somebody who knows a little something about guns and gun control. We'll get to that as Steele and Vance continues.